Well, greetings everyone to the IUPUI SDG Global Conversations. And this month we're very happy to have with us Professor Tadeja Jere Jacqueline from University of Primorska in Slovenia. And we have respondents, Professor Manish Kumar from UPES in India, Professor Kefa Chepkwin from Moi University in Kenya, and Dr. Sangeetha Gunasakar, please correct my pronunciation, from Amrita University. And so this is, we're really looking forward to today's talk on systems thinking and the SDGs. But to get us started, I want to hand over to our Vice President for International Affairs, Hilary Khan, to say a few words about the significance of such topics. Hilary?
Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself. It's a real pleasure to be among friends and colleagues for such a conversation. You know, I am always delighted to join and see more and more people that I know. And in fact, I'm particularly excited because there's a number of institutions represented that I'm going to be visiting soon. So I cannot wait to see all of you who I might be able to make contact with in the near future, face to face. But here we are on our virtual world, and we can really accomplish so much on these global conversations. What we try to do in the Office of International Affairs is encourage interdisciplinary, cross-national conversations that bring in multiple perspectives around critical issues that impact us all. And sustainable development goals are really encapsulates all of that. We're so proud of the work at IUPUI, soon to be IU Indianapolis. We go back and forth between whether we call it IUI or IUPUI, but we are incredibly committed to advancing the work of the Sustainable Development Goals. It is in our strategic plan to advance the work of the Sustainable Development Goals through international partnership. So this fits perfectly with this initiative and with the goals of our campus and of course of our office. So I don't really want to take time away from the incredible conversation. I do want to thank all of you for attending. I want to thank all of our colleagues from Kenya, from Slovenia, from India, and particularly I want to welcome and thank Professor Jacqueline. It's really nice to meet you, and I very much look forward to hearing your presentation. When you think about the SDGs, you can't help but think systemically. And so that's what it's all about. It's about finding those connections and the same thing when we're encouraging our students to think globally, right? It's all about making those connections and understanding the general, the universal, as well as the particular that binds that, into our lives and actions. So welcome, thank you very much, and I very much look forward to the conversation.
Thank you, Hilary. So now our co-sponsor for today is the Indianapolis Piran Sister City Group, and Stephanie Leslie is representing that group. Stephanie.
Thank you so much. I'm Stephanie Leslie. I'm kind of wearing two hats today. I'm the Director of Study Abroad here at IUPUI, and I'm also a committee member of the Indianapolis Piran Sister City Committee. And our Sister City Committee is really happy to be co-sponsoring the discussion today. The Sister City between Indianapolis and Piran has existed since 2001, and IUPUI has played an important part of that connection really since 2006 with a delegation from IUPUI that came or that visited Piran and the University of Primorska there. We've had ongoing exchanges both in person and virtual with the University of Primorska for more than 10 years. So IUPUI has been a really important part of the sister city. And really excited to welcome Professor Tadeja Jakulin, who is the former rector of international relations at the University of Primorska in Slovenia, and is a professor of tourism studies in UNESCO's UNITWIN Faculty of Tourism Studies, Touristica. And just so you know, the Touristica actually sits in the municipality of Piran, so a very close connection there. She researches and teaches in the field of soft systems, organizational networks, social and tourism systems, and consciousness as an evolutionary system. Her research has been recognized with international and national prizes, including the CASYS and the Slovene Scientific Foundation. In 2017, she received an honorary doctorate from the International Institute for Advanced Studies in Systems Research and Cybernetics. She is also a member of the Color Mirrors, Chromo Practitioners and Teachers Networks. Please join me in welcoming Tadeja Jakulin, and really look forward to the conversation. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tadeja, please.
Yes, thank you very much for this invitation, for organizing this meeting, which actually occurred in July in Malta, in deep discussion we had with Professor McIntosh. Well, when we were discussing how and what to present today, the topic systems thinking is very, very broad topic. And maybe I will try to present something that is so obviously to everyone, but nobody thinks of this, that systems thinking is not the topic known for the last 30, 40, 50, 60 years, or maybe that Ludwig von Bertalanffy, who was the father of general system theory, that he was the beginner. No, but he was the one, as a biologist, that made me think, if biology is the one that he came out with, actually it is the nature. So let's go back to the history, because the nature, the globe, the planet is a system, as a very, very big system. As you will see, I will just present shortly the slides. There are 15 slides altogether that you will understand.
All I had to do is hit Wi-Fi.
What I'm going to talk about. Actually, in years ago, I researched the Mayan calendar with the help of Professor Kaleman, with his results he got in molecular biology. And then later on, I went even deeply, because this is the research. Systems thinking is a very special consciousness, and everything is about consciousness. But let me share the PowerPoint, and you will see what I'm talking about. So the title, Wisdom of the Past, Science of the Future, is actually really talking about systems thinking from the very beginning of our planet, our Earth. We are not going to talk about this, but I'm going to mention why and how. During all these centuries and millennia, the systems thinking was very much present in the East, and Far East. I Ching in China, then pre-Socrates philosophy and Heraclitus, then native people of the continents. They were all very, very connected to the nature, and they were listening to the voices of nature and responding to the voices of nature. Then we come to, let's say, to the societies who are quite developed, and Mayan society with its calendars is one of them. And the calendars I mentioned because the calendars, they represent the consciousness of the earth, the evolvement of the earth. And few centuries in between, like 16th, 17th century, there was not so much systems thinking. People started to, let's say, the Western science started to evolve, and more and less the analysis was the one that was so very important. How was made. Nobody integrate. The science just divided matter until it came to the atom. But anyhow, in the 19th century, systems thinking appeared again with Wilfredo Pareto, with Emil Durkheim. In 20th century, Margaret Mead, Gregory Bateson, and especially Ludwig von Bertalanffy, whom I already mentioned, and Norbert Wiener, Russell Ackoff, and also Donella Meadows. Maybe here once again Ludwig von Bertalanffy, who's really with his manifesto, General Systems Theory, called as a father of the systems theory and systems thinking. 21st century, Peter Senge, Fritjof Capra, John Sterman, Kenneth Boulding, and I must say that late years, Otto Scharmer. He's also one of the, let's say, excellent presenters and excellent researcher of systems thinking. So here is the Maya numbering system in long count units. I intentionally put this picture here so that I can tell you, maybe just in short, that Mayans civilization, they had 18 calendars. 3 of them were important to them. The first one was the Tolkien, who was the short-term calendar, just for measuring the energy, the consciousness at the birth time. The second one was the Tun, the calendar of long count units, which actually measured the consciousness of the planet Earth. And the third one was the hub, which was just used just for the Texas. And why is it so important? Because the consciousness that we have in systems thinking, we always think in long terms, not just short terms. And Mayas actually anticipated the evolution of the Earth, which ended in 2012, actually before the 2012, with the conscious co-creation and integration. Maybe a little bit more about this.